what to do when you first start your fitness journey. I'm Nate, I'm the FitFutureMD, upload every Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Pick up your free copy of the nutrition and workout guide in the description below. I'm currently down 40 pounds. And if you're interested to know how I did that, pick up that free copy of the nutrition and workout guide. I'm the owner of Ensorsale. Ensorsale is family. Together we will rise up from humble beginnings to inspire others all over the world with the inspirational messages on our t-shirts. Wear your inspiration today and get 20% off using code FitFutureMD. So, it's September now. 2023 is, coming to an end, right? We got one more quarter left, basically after September. But September is a great time to start a fitness journey because, after Labor Day, you have a big gap between, Halloween, right? So you almost have 60 days, to get your fitness journey right, and to start your habits of a fitness journey, right? So if you're seeing this today and you haven't started a fitness journey, I highly encourage you to, consult your physician and go ahead and start your fitness journey, right? That being said, how do you start a fitness journey? And, I kind of go over this in my free workout and nutrition guide, because it's basically, it starts as a beginner and goes all the way, to whether you're advanced or not, right? So, number one, I'm going to assess where I'm at, right? So how tall am I? How much do I weigh? What is my level of activity, right? So if you've been sitting in an office for 10 years and haven't been doing any physical activity, you're going to start out at a different spot than somebody that, works holding a weed eater all day, and walks around all day, right? It's just, it's two different starting points, right? For instance, when I first came down to, Morehead, I started cutting grass. Well, to hold the weed eater up all day, I actually had to have a strap when I first started because my shoulders literally could not hold it up all day, right? So I would, let the strap hold it, and then by the end of the summer, I could hold that weed eater up all day, no problem without the strap. So, just keep stuff like that in mind, like you're going to start at different starting points, right? So how many push-ups can you do? How many pull-ups can you do? Can you walk? Can you jog? Can you run? Right? And I always encourage people to start with yoga. Make sure that you have appropriate flexibility in your life, right? Especially if you haven't moved in a long time, like you definitely are going to be, less flexible, less able to move. And yoga can make that easier for you, right? Let's say, and you're going to need to determine, do I have money for a gym membership or do I not, right? And if you don't, then that's the part of the free nutrition and workout guide that kind of shows you what movements you can do other than yoga, right? Let's say, there's plenty of good yoga programs out there, but I would definitely start with yoga if I haven't been in a gym in a long time, right? And I would start with yoga anyway. I still do yoga every day. So, and, stuff like that. So we've assessed where we're at. We know what our height, weight, all that kind of stuff is. And we're going to make a plan that will get us to our goal, right? So if our goal is to gain weight, lose weight, get stronger, get faster, whatever your goal is, we're going to make that plan, right? So, that's going to be different for different people. But so for me, my goal was to lose 50 pounds. And so that's what I did. I made a goal where I was losing, a pound to 2 pounds a week. And after 25 weeks, I was at 250 pounds. Now, the caveat of that was I went from, 350 pounds or 315 pounds to 250, but I lost all the strength I had at 315 pounds, right? Going down that quickly, going down, 50 pounds in 25 weeks, that's a deep cut, right? So, I decided to bulk it all the way back up and get my strength back. Now I'm down on the second cut, right? Down 40 pounds. I'm sitting at 270, getting the strength back at 270, sitting here. And then when I'm done getting the strength back from there, I'm going to continue to go down to 250 and then do the same thing, get strength back at 250, right? Because, as a big person, for me, mentally, I've always been very strong, right? Or stronger than the average person, right? And when I got to 250 and I wasn't that, I was barely able to do 225 on the bench press. I was barely able to squat 315 at 250. Like, those were issues for me, right? Mentally. So obviously you want to look the way you want to look, and I also want to be strong, right? That's for me personally. If none of that matters to you, by all means, do the thing, do your goals, right? Like, you don't have to do my goals. But those are the things that I wanted to do, with my plan, right? So that's why, year 6, we're just now getting to where we want to be, right? And, but I would say the third thing of this is to know that this is not some overnight thing. Like, you're not going to just do a little 6-week cut and then that be it, right? This is something that's going to be a lifestyle. So you have to choose which plan that's going to be for you. So are you going to be a three day a week person? So you go Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Are you going to be a person like me that wants to go 7 days a week but chooses to do 6 and a day off, right? Or, what is your plan going to be? I like the 7 day a week plan when you first start out because, you want to do just enough to be able to come back the next day, right? And you want to be able to do that for 60 days, and then it becomes your habit, right? It's something so if I don't go to the gym, I feel weird not going to the gym. And instead of the other way around, I feel, when you only go 3 days a week for 60 days, you might feel weird going to the gym and just stop going, right? So that's really what y'all want to do, is I want to make it my habit to get up and go to the gym. And something big I changed this year was, instead of sitting around drinking my coffee and then going to the gym, I take my coffee right to the gym and drink it right on the treadmill. Like, there was no reason for me to be sitting around wasting 30 minutes drinking coffee when I'm probably going to get the same effect just being on the treadmill anyway, right? Without the coffee. So even if I wanted to cut the coffee later, I might be able to do that because, of being able to get up and go to the gym, making that my habit. Go ahead and getting on that treadmill. And that's something that I changed this year. And, if you want to try it, that's great. But that means I'm on the treadmill at 4 o'clock instead of 4:45 or whatever. Right. And even my wife has been waking up and coming with me, which is, doing pretty good so far. So pretty happy with that. Let's say, what else would I do? I would, nutrition wise, I would try to figure out what I enjoy that is bad for me and get rid of it, right? But I would also figure out, what do I enjoy that's good and use that more, right? So for instance, if you like a grilled pork chop, yes, grilled pork chops might have a little bit extra fat in them, but that's better than fried chicken. It's better than chicken tenders, right? Like, you got to figure out what's going to work for you long term, right? You might do something extreme at the beginning, like I did last year, right? For my wedding, lost 30 pounds in 30 days, doing, being perfection, right? No sauce, no nothing, right? And, I'm going to use September, October to do the same thing again this year, right? go ahead and try to get to the 250 mark and, stay there and get strong again. But you have to figure out what's going to work for you. Like, for instance, my wife hates grilled chicken and she can't stand it. She really is not a big meat eater in general, right? So if that means she ends up with a pea plant protein source instead, and then, being a snacker, that's great, right? As long as the calories in, calories out work for you and you feel good and you look the way you want to look, then that's really all that matters, right? At the end of the day, you want to be able to do something you can do forever, right? So you're going to have to kind of experiment and figure what that is, right? For some people, they like variety. For me, I want the same thing every day. I want to know what I'm eating before I even wake up, right? There's no decision making. I pull it out the freezer and put it in the microwave, right? So that's the big thing. Those are the big three, really, is figuring out where you're at, starting a plan, whether it's going to be at home or at the gym, and then figuring out what your nutrition plan is going to be, right? And then the last thing is when you're starting out I kind of mentioned it already, but when you start out a plan, is you're going to stay consistent at it for a long, long time, right? And it becomes part of your life. And when it becomes part of your life, that's when you're going to see success, right? Everybody wants to make excuses about things. Oh, it's my genetics, but at the end of the day, you were born with your genetics, but you're going to die with your choices, right? So, make the choice to be healthy today so that you can make more money, you can take care of your kids better, you can, do all the things that healthy people can do, and instead of spending, your life in a hospital or a nursing home bed, hopefully you, live a healthier life, more enjoyable life for a longer period of time, right? Let's say so many people are living to be 80, 90, 100 years old, but since they were 65, 70 years old, they were sitting in a nursing home bed, or they had a stroke, or, their body doesn't work like it needs to anymore. And we can start young, 20s, 30s, even 40, it's not too late. 50, it's not too late to start now and get it where you live a longer, healthier life. So just keep that in mind, guys. They tell you, what the average age of living is, but they don't tell you what the average age until you're fighting chronic diseases and stuff like that. So I'm Nate. I'm the FitFutureMD. Let me know in the comments down below if you're going to start today. If you haven't picked up the free copy of the nutritional workout guide, it's there for you. Email me any questions you have about it. Like I say, I'm happy to help you. Let's say I'm down 40 pounds, going to be down, 65 pounds when I get to 250. So, and I appreciate you following along, and I want you to do really well at this. So, and I'm rooting for you. We'll see you in the next one. Peace.